Josh Rock.
Yeah, didn't go too well for him yesterday, did it?
Well,
Beaten by Madis
it
Razma.
started well, and then Razma just went Billy bonkers, didn't he?
He was excellent. Average of 103. One of a handful of three-figure averages as well, which is pretty rare on a Friday.
60. Joshua Guan, 164.
164 required here for Josh Rock.
Another one
in
of
there.
those. Would have left the ball.
92. Romeo Guan, 116.
Well, he's got to start taking these chances.
Yes. Go at 1-3-1. The last leg. But this is a far easier finish.
Game on the third leg.
Chance taken.
I got to look like I'm trying hard.
No doubt about who they're supporting tonight. To wait till the end of the evening for Van Duijvenbode. Well, Rock has missed starts at double. You mentioned it, but he hasn't missed when it's mattered, has he? He's been miles ahead in the legs and allowed to miss.
Plus, it's a nice bonus here because I'm allowed to go into the...
92.
Well, and it's close enough. It's literally next door to our commentary position. So it's nice to just go in and get feedback direct off the players and just see if I can pick up on anything. That is another break of throw, so the double breaks in. Dirk Van Duijvenbode fans.
Yeah, last on tonight against Dylan Slevin.
100.
Another one of that sort of real influx of talent of late from the island of Ireland.
Yes.
Josh Rock seemingly leading that charge right now, certainly leading this match.
58. Joshua Guan,
Graham Hall's just
130.
not been able to, when there has been opportunities, he's just not been able to take them. The 1-1-6 being the only one. He's basically
90.
saying, I don't think you can take out 1-6-4.
64.
And he's right.
Yeah, a long way off there. He's just searching, isn't he, trying to find something. Having been on easy street yesterday, maybe that didn't do him any good.
No, I don't believe it does. I think you need a bit of an examination just to see how you react, and then that gives you the genuine confidence when you get into a tussle. What could I do better next time? And I think he's one of those players that sort of downloads that information.
92. Joshua requires 76.
Yeah, walking before running, but he is kind of running riot here against Graham Hall, and this would wrap up a 6-1 win.
72.
Well, one last chance for Hall. He's got to finish that he actually took out twice yesterday. For the hat-trick. Oh, wow. We'll just rename the checkout, shall we? 116, taken out by Graham Hall. Oh, yeah, I should turn that up at some point.
130.
Well, Graham Hall might not love darts right now.
I'm sure I just seen a giraffe. Maybe I've had too much wine. Treble 13 for double 16.
Joshua requires 71.
13-18 tops. Never in doubt.
Game, shot.
Yeah, really good clinical kill from Josh Rock. Hall tried hanging on with a couple of 116 checkouts, but Josh Rock gets a routine victory in the end, a 6-2 success for last weekend's finalist in Austria.
German border.
100.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of support the likes of Martin Schindler gets in the final game of the afternoon. The German number 2, one of the seeded players nowadays for these, taking on Roman Bernetsky, who was the surprise winner against Gary Anderson on Anderson's return to the European Tour after 7 years away. No surprise about that, though. Dave Chisnall.
Martin, 170. .96. Stevie require 92.
For a break of throw at the earliest opportunity in leg 2. Perfect first start. Can he just make the adjustment across? He can, and in a beautiful shot of that adjustment, around about an inch over. 1-2-1 to 1-4-1 range.
Well, that is the first maximum for Martin Lukeman. Valuable one as well, but Dave Chisnell gets the first chance. Double 17 and ball. Does not get it.
58.
Looking for the 16,
Martin,
dragged it into the
90.
7. That's the ball. And hits the bullseye. That's more like it from Smash. Chizzy on a finish. Lukeman could get to a better one. Oh no, that's such a harsh one. What an extra 20 points there makes all the difference.
Well, it leaves him a combination shot that only requires one treble.
I mean, Chizzy could deny him a shot at even that. He doesn't get it.
92.
Still left himself a bit to do.
141.
Creative. 5 out of 10. See me.
Harsh judge, Chris Mason.
My mum was an artist.
38.
You're an artist yourself, for
They
some
require
variety.
72.
72. 20 for tops. We've already covered how this can be awkward. Ah, beautiful stuff from Dave Chisnell. Dave Chisnell
100.
has threatened to take control of this game without ever doing it, but he might be just sealing the deal here.
Yeah, you summed it up perfectly. He's looked the better player throughout, or the more reliable. He's just managed to keep Lukeman at arm's length throughout.
58.
You could have taken a bigger bite out of that. Lukeman's been pretty good at sticking in there in legs. And he sticks in there again.
Yeah, that visit from Chisnell just kept Lukeman interested.
Match starts. Chizzy gives himself a moment. The crowd makes some noise. And Chizzy gets the job done. He had to work very hard for that. Martin Lukeman made life increasingly difficult for him as the game went on.
Gilding became the man with the Minehead touch when he won the UK Open. The match play around the corner, and Ian White has actually emerged suddenly as a contender to make that tournament. If he were to, say, make the quarter-finals here, then he could end up pretty much on the cusp of a provisional place.
134.
He's in the same section of the draw as the number 1 seed Luke Humphries and the European champion Ross Smith. Those two will face off tonight. But he has to get past Goldfinger first. And right now, it's getting more difficult because that's a 149 checkout to kick off the match.
For the big one in Blackpool.
Looking pretty good, this, from Andrew Gilding. Bullseye's a good shot here.
99.
I mean, he went down for the 19th. A 25 in that instance gets him to a 2-dart finish. But he's gone chasing a treble, hasn't come up with one, and he's going to have to use all 3 darts to get rid of the 103.
123.
Oh, he has just taken out 149. That required 2 trebles. This only requires 1. He's got that. He'll go for a 3. And he seldom stutters on tops.
Gives a second leg, Andrew Gill.
This is pretty tasty from Goldfinger.
Kind of been business as usual, hasn't it?
Yeah, I just think he's loped on in exactly the same fashion. There was a period, I would argue, that as good as that UK Open win was, and beating Michael van Gerwen in a major final, particularly at first, is an astonishing achievement. But I don't actually think he's played as well this year as he did at times last year, because some of the numbers he was producing last year were astonishingly good. I think he's got more gears.
54.
I know he's got more gears. It's whether he can produce it.
Yeah, we haven't seen those sort of enormous averages often this year, but we've seen plenty of good performances, plenty of wins, and plenty of three-figure finishes.
Good.
And there's another one. 3 in a row. And he is determined to give them something even more special to cheer, but he goes 4 perfect darts.
140.
Incidentally, Andrew Gilding, his highest average on the European Tour came in this tournament last year. The quarter-final victory against Dirk van Dijvenbode. That was 104.28. He's 10 points better than that now.
Well, cast your mind back to the dim and distant past of leg 2, where I said Andrew Gilding's got gears. I don't think we've seen them this year. This is it. I mean, last year he was chucking in 115s and 118s in one case. But they were floor tournaments. But there's nothing about Andrew Gilding that suggests that he'd be any different on the stage to on the floor. The big tournament everybody remembers was the original UK Open run he had to the semi-finals, where he only lost to Van Gerwen in a brilliant game. He averaged 108 in a long format. This recipe for darts works for Andrew Gilding in whatever arena. Double 13 for another leg. It is 5-1 and it is brutal from Goldfinger. Striding around the stage, brandishing his thumb, chewing away like a hungry cow and smashing in big scores.
White has an answer, but he's in danger again because Gilding has already hit 3 ton-topping checkouts in this game. Will not hit a 4th, not in this leg. Said he was darts as Johnny Wilkinson, well, his conversion rate has been up there with that of the former rugby star.
He could slide it alongside that if he gets the treble 19, which he has. He's not moving. Oh, because it did look inviting.
But what a game of darts this has been. What a performance it's been from this man. Decides against double-double because he knows he can hit the treble.
80.
But it is another missed start for the match.
25.
17 for double 4. The Ian White route. Plumb in the centre of the 17s. And in the top corner, a double 4. And that is another leg that goes to White.
Had to go at 96 to win the match in the previous leg. Effectively, 76 after the first start was in the single 20. Missed his second match dart. White tries to rattle his cage once more. Can Goldfinger finally find the kiss of death?
Can he be rattled? Really can on double top. But it is another leg where he has missed the dart for the match. And Ian White has somehow stuck in there. Can he do the same again? Oh, problems. Solution. But no saviour.
And you require 20.
Well, he's missed 3 darts for the match in 3 different legs. Now he has 3 darts. And he can use that. And that is a glittering, glorious, golden display of darts from Andrew Gilding.
With Gerwyn Price, who sort of came from a rugby background, but if you think about the incredible rise to world champion from Rob Cross, it's equally as remarkable.
Yeah, arguably more so. He won the world championship at his first attempt.
Yeah.
But he's a man who, in this relatively short career, has learned to gear up for the big major tournaments. Just keep an eye on him in a 2.5 months' time in Blackpool.
Yeah, that tournament's just going to be, well, we say it every year, keep saying it's the best one ever.
Right, Bull.
81.
No, Bull.
Can you require 125?
Right, Bull. Yes, 25. Yes, Bull.
Good.
Yes! Brilliant from Keane Barry.
Keane Barry.
Absolutely fabulous finish.
I think stacking should be disallowed. We're not going to have any more of them gnarly points, so I don't want any more stackers. Second max in as many legs for Rob Cross. Wow.
Well, Cross asks questions and Barry comes up with answers.
He's seen the exam before.
Keane required 24. Yes, a third leg, Keane Barry.
Yeah, really good stuff,
Ball
having
is dropped
been
to throw
broken in the first leg.
Keane.
5 and a bit legs.
And look how few scores between 90 and 100 as he had. He's getting 2 trebles more often than not, Rob Cross. Well, if not 3. But it's Barry that leads. Did actually defy a 100 average from Rob Cross when he beat him in Munich.
130.
Beat him 6-3 at this last 32 stage. Good guide for him. Double 10. Oh, wow.
Can't afford to come up dry. He hands the throw back.
96.
Wow. Minimum requirement.
Well, it's the way to get back into a match, isn't it? Where a 1-2-5 really
132.
killed you. Take out a 1-3-2 to break.
You may see the bull in the combination. Well, we will, if he can hit. Treble 19. Yes. He wants the button for a blockbuster.
102.
Well, Keane Barry himself may get a go at the bullseye
86.
at the end of this combination. And this to win the match, to end the blockbuster. Barry beats Cross once again in another quality contest, the exact same scoreline from Munich.
Delay Warden. One of them looked like they were having a good time.
100.
And he just chipping away now, adding to the misery of leg 3.
$125, and you require 82.
Gets the ball, double 16.
I'm not sure if he's here today, though. I mean, he certainly inspired him yesterday.
Yeah, it worked yesterday.
140.
Saturday, and he's probably playing football today.
Possibly. And here we go, see, he's on the 19s. He was going for another 19. A single 19 leaves 99. Nobody wants that.
No.
And in the end, he's gone to the balls.
Then
It's
you've
worked
got
out for him,
121.
pretty much. But he just had to think there for a second. No thinking involved here. Just go at it.
96.
Scared it.
Manager requires 68.
Loads of options with this shot.
Yep. Treble 12 for double 16, or the more traditional route.
He does love double 18. This just next door to it. Right in his eye line, Madars Razma. This one isn't.
64. Danny, you require 25.
Noppy is running away with this.
Noppy has not been sloppy on the doubling.
Danny Noppy.
Danny Noppert only denied in a last leg decider in the final of this tournament last year when it was held down the road in Zwolle. Now it's moved here to what is essentially
His backyard.
yeah, not quite his hometown. He's from Jawara, which is nearby.
100.
But it's moved closer to home, and he's looking to get closer to the title because he couldn't have got much closer last year.
99. Danny record 44.
Like that use of the board from Madders to leave a finish, but it's probably academic. Top of the shop, Danny Noppert is there. 14 darter. Very, very impressive. Got better as the game went on. And Danny Noppert gives these fans exactly what they wanted. The freeze is through to the final day. Pretty much good.
100.
First 180 for Joe Cullen in this one. He can go on one of his 180 hitting spurts. He can live with anybody in that particular metric. Doesn't do it as often and as regularly as some other players, but he does seem to have these games where he goes bonkers. Bonkers, I tell you.
This might be one of them. Now he is bidding to break Bunting in leg 3.
100.
Survived a dart
84.
to be broken himself in leg 2.
Oh, misses a big number.
44. Stephen,
Single 14 would have given him a dart at the
150.
bullseye. Stephen Bunting has options here. I don't think he's going to go the Whitlock route. He isn't. He'll stay there for double 15. Oh, it is a beauty. The bullet with 150 checkout.
Dan mentioned earlier in the match that long run, the longest standing run of consecutive appearances into the 70s for Joe Cullen on the Euro Tour, and it's something he's proud of. I've actually heard him backstage asking tournament officials, how many is that now?
It's looking like a level game here.
105.
Stephen Bunting missed a dart for a 5-2 lead.
89.
But it's probably going to go 4-all in a few seconds' time.
Yeah, 4-all, that is their head-to-head record.
37. Joe, you require
Some reason when they play each other pretty evenly matched. And this match is now even.
Joe Cullen.
Yeah, good use of the board there from Joe Cullen. 104 to get down to a finish. And he's going to get a chance for that break of throw to go into the lead for the first time in this game. It could be another heroic Euro Tour victory for Joe Cullen this year.
92.
As Bunting is averaging mid-90s again, as he always does on the Euro Tour this year, but he's already taken out 150 in this game.
51.
Yeah, heroic, you say, potential of a rematch with DVD as well. Will there be a replay? Will there be a replay of the 150? There won't. So Cullen gets a go to edge ahead for the first time.
60. Joe, you require 116.
One treble, one single and a double. The treble has just got harder to hit. But he hits it anyway. And he hits the double as well. That is magnificent from Joe Cullen.
He's never hit one on a big stage. That will continue for now. Great attempt from Joe Cullen. Appreciated, acknowledged by the sportsman that is Stephen Bunting. But what a closing out of the contest from Cullen, who's set to reel off 5 straight legs to turn this tie around. 4-1 down.
Joe, you require 48.
Oh, well, he's missed a big number after starting the leg with 7 perfect darts. What a silly situation. And he's missed the 16 segment entirely
23.
again.
Stephen, you require 170.
Well, Joe Cullen was threatening a 9-dart finish to finish the match. Now Stephen Bunting is on the big fish to stay in the match. Can't manage it.
100. Joe, you
Well, it's gone
require
from
25.
the sublime to the ridiculous for Joe Cullen. Can the rock star wrap it up?
Double eight.
9.
It
Stephen, you
started
require 70.
flawlessly, and it's got very, very scrappy at the end of this leg. And if Joe Cullen watches Stephen Bunting take this out, Bunting is favourite once more. He's going to have to go over the top into the top half. He might even try and nestle on top of the original dart. Oh, that is beautiful. Stephen Bunting is now favourite for this match once more.
Stephen Bunting takes out 151 to beat him, having already taken out 150 earlier in the match. Treble 17 would have left tops, but he will
91.
leave himself pretty handy to get a win that looked like it disappeared from his grasp just moments ago.
80.
Halfway
Stephen,
through this
you
game, there was only
60.
one winner, and it was Stephen Bunting. Right towards the end, there was only one winner, and that was Joe Cullen. And at the very end, which is on the way, but we're going to have to wait for it.
Well,
We still don't know who the winner is yet.
right, this is a mad match, a mad end to a match. 180 here to leave double one would have just suited it perfectly.
82.
Cullen's kind of capitulated
Thank you.
in the last leg and a half. And Stephen Bunting
10.
finally looking to cross the line. And does. Well, it is a bizarre end.
Yeah, Rob Prosser will probably still be scratching his head, thinking, how am I not playing tomorrow?
It's
85.
been a decent crowd in for the Saturday afternoon session. It will be multiplied this evening.
Well, great story coming from the development tour, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah.
65.
Dutch delight over there. Jan van Veen, who played and was almost cruelly knocked out by Gabriel Clemens yesterday, denied a chance to take on Michael van Gerwen in the pair's homeland, flew straight to the UK and actually won the first development tour event of the day.
That's amazing.
Great player, isn't he?
Well, it just shows that drive and dedication.
It's getting towards that time, isn't it? Get on with it, lads.
He's trying. His second.
Yeah, the honorary Dutchman, based on his attire at the start of this match, Damon Hetro. I wasn't sure he was actually going to take it off.
Yeah. Want to impress us playing it.
I'll play like that. Looked like a bit of a dangler, but a casual stroll up to retrieve the dart. Almost Beaton-esque.
This is what I really like about Heta, the fact that he has these gears, doesn't he? He can just start going through them.
Yeah, he skipped here, hasn't he? 2, 3 and 4.
51. Stevie 100.
Straight into 5 and 6.
This match could disappear away from Steve Beaton very, very quickly indeed.
129.
Heta hits here, that's 4-2, and then he's throwing to 5-2.
5-2, yeah, I was about to say, 4-2 quickly can become 5-2, and then that's all she wrote. 14 darter.
Like this. Like that.
Wow, a rare switch. Is far from done.
That is rare, that, isn't it? Steve Beaton going down to treble 19. I haven't seen that for about 7 years. A 7-year switch from Steve Beaton.
7-year itch. Gary Anderson.
55.
I wonder if he'll be itching to get back, Gary.
He will.
Can Beaton get back in this match, because the heat is blowing cold at the moment.
Stevie Legrand 134.
Okay, he keeps hitting unintended targets, but that one will do him just fine.
Oh, 87. Stevie Legrand 20.
That is the intended target, but it closes the gap, and it means that Steve Beaton is now throwing to force a decider that looked unlikely.
One thing I am beginning to pick up on and notice, that when he's in a game that's starting to get a little bit messy, just loses a bit of rhythm on the throw. It doesn't have that same fluidity. All goes from looking silky smooth to a little forced.
Yeah, and also he's gone from looking like a man who's enjoying himself, having the time of his life, to one that's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. Look at the approach here.
This is pained and stressed.
'93. Stevie Legrand 74.
He made the big entrance, Damon Heta here. He might be looking to sneak out a back door if he loses this match.
54.
But he's got a chance here to stop that happening.
64.
Beaton missing the opportunity to force a decider. Damon Heta getting one dart.
Game shot.
And that is all he needs. Heta wins in the end. He made hard work of it.
Krzysztof Ratajski seems to be back to almost where he was, and Peter Wright is certainly floundering a little at the minute, but it's an intriguing
Ratajski
match.
won't be worried about that draw. And then penultimate match of the session,
96.
Luke Humphries against Ross Smith.
Yeah, top seed versus European champion.
Yeah, never tire of watching those two duke it out.
Yeah, and I think Luke Humphries is still shaking off a little bit of rust after missing those couple of weeks through illness. Schindler needs a treble. Can't get one, and
60.
It's a struggle at the minute for Shindy. Roman Vanetsky might smell blood here. Double 16.
Good.
Oh, wow. Now then.
Roman Vanetsky. Good leg is Martin to the reverse. Game on.
Oh, look at him.
Loving it.
Well, if you're going to be a big-time darts player and you have aspirations of being one of the best in the world, you have to deal with these situations. How many times have we seen Anderson and Van Gerwen and Taylor and all the greats? They have a poor start to a game and they dig themselves out of a hole because they find a way to just banish those negative thoughts and get back to doing what they do best. Martin Schindler is starting to do that. And look at that. Back-to-back 180s. He's hit 5. We're only in leg 7.
65. Martin Uruguay 56.
It's literally just found another gear.
46.
Right. Well, this is like watching early days Gary Anderson, because his first 9 darts is close to 120 the average. And yet, it is taking him 5 darts to hit a double on average. Oh, this is ridiculous. He can't hit doubles when he wants them. He's hitting them when he doesn't.
6.
I thought he'd bust that for a minute.
It was double 17.
140. Martin Uruguay 4.
Right, double 2 and double 1. Again, maybe.
Oh,
well, there we go.
Martin Schindler.
He has had 6 more darts at a double, but it's his opponent that is far more efficient. And I think he's wary of the fact that if I'm not getting down quicker than him, I might be in a spot of bother.
Vanetsky's already shown in beating Gary Anderson that he doesn't seem to be that phased. Now then, would you go for it, Martin? Oh, he does as well. I suppose if you can't hit any on the outer ring, you may as well have a crack at the ball.
Exactly.
81. Martin, you require 25.
Double 8.
Yeah,
there we go.
Martin
Almost the exact same spot he hit when he was going for double 11.
Maybe he was aiming at double 11.
100.
Stays straight, leaves himself on a one treble combo finish. Benetsky has to be perfect here. That is perfect. But that's not. And it means that Martin Schindler has a chance to close out the game. But when the highest checkout you've taken out in the match is 40, 108 must look enormous.
Is 40 a checkout?
56. Romany requires 68.
For a level game, treble 20, double 4. Gives himself a nod. He fancies it.
He'll get one dart. He'll take it all the way.
28.
And he cannot pin double top. And match darts incoming for Martin Schindler. He should get 2. 2 has rarely been enough for Martin Schindler in this game. Is it enough on this occasion? Yes, it is. Martin Schindler caused himself all kinds of problems in that match, but eventually sorts the finishing out.